Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. And we've got another game here for you. This is from our 1911 replay. Boston Red Sox at the Washington Senators, second of a third game series. We'll be back with our lineups in just a couple minutes. Make some coffee for this. This is our final game of those games scheduled on April 13. We made a little error there. 1911. It's the Boston Red Sox at the Washington Senators. Red Sox are about a 500 team. Senators came, I think, second to last. Eddie Cicotte of Chicago Black Sox fame. He was eventually traded to the White Sox, then banned for life for the 1919 World Series. And he's starting for the Red Sox, and Bob Groom starting for the Washington Senators. If you're wondering where's Walter Johnson, well, he pitches their third game of the season. This is the second game for both clubs. Second of a three-game. Red Sox took the first one 8-1. Let's look at our opening lineups. For the Red Sox, leading off, Larry Gardner at second base. Batting second and playing right field, Harry Hooper. Batting third in center, the great Tris Speaker. The cleanup hitter is Duffy Lewis. He's playing left field. Batting fifth and playing third base, Clyde Engel. Batting sixth at first base, Rip Williams. Batting seventh at short, Steve Yerkes. The catcher is Bunny Madden, batting eighth, and the pitcher, Eddie Cicotte. Cicotte. For the Senators, leading off in center field, Clyde Milan. It's one L. I'm sorry. Milan. Batting second in left field, Jack Levlevelt. Batting third at third base, Kid Elberfield. The cleanup hitter playing second base, Bill Cunningham. Batting fifth and right, Warren Miller. Look at that card. Batting sixth at first base, John Henry. Batting seventh at shortstop, George McBride. Batting eighth, the catcher, Gabby Street. And the pitcher is Bob Groom. In real world, Washington won this one 3-2. The coffee is brewing. The game, the first pitch, is about 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern U.S. time. I've already posted tomorrow morning's ball game on the landing page. That will be the Oakland A's with Dobson at the New York Yankees Stottlemyre, August 9, 1969. We're in the nation's capital. At Griffith Stadium. I imagine it's a very, very early version. Maybe the same park. I'm going to get the coffee sneaker cup, and then we'll play ball. Okay, let's check out that tweet to see if it's up. The tweet is up and it's good. And the Washington Senators take the field. Big Bob Groom on the mound. Leading it off for the Red Sox is Larry Gardner. A left-handed hitter. Okay, Groom is ready. Here's the windup. The pitch to Gardner. That's 3-9, and he struck him out, and we are underway. Now Harry Hooper is the batter. Hooper is a left-handed hitter. Groom winds and the pitch to Hooper. 6-7 left-handed, base hit up the middle for Hooper. Being held 1-2-10 with Street a -3. How impressive. So Hooper on first, being held. Here's Tris Speaker now. Here's Groom now from the stretch. The pitch to Speaker, 3-6. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Groom. 2 down. That'll bring up Duffy Lewis. Right-handed hitter. Duffy Lewis. Here's Groom now. The pitch to Lewis. 4-6 right-handed, walked him. First and second with 2 outs for Clyde Engel. Here's Groom. The pitch, 5-6, and he grounds it to third for Elberfield, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, and 2 left after a half. Red Sox nothing. Senators coming about. Well, it's the bottom of the first, and here's Ed Cicotte. If I'm getting that right. Clyde Milan will lead it off. Sorry, I gave him an extra L there. Milan will lead it off. Left-handed hitter, Cicotte. This is somewhat early in his career. Here's the pitch to Milan. 6-7 left-hander, grounds it to second. For Gardner, he's a 3. 16-3, and he throws him out, 1 away. Here's Jack Levlavelt. I'm sorry. With 1 out, nobody on. Cicotte, the pitch. 6-6, flies it to center. For Speaker, 2 outs. See if I can see how that's pronounced. Ready? Cicotte. I can't understand. I think it's Cicotte. 2 outs, nobody on. Kid Elberfield. Elberfield is the batter. Here's Cicotte and the pitch. That's 3-5, and he walked him. So the kid is on with 2 outs for Bill Cunningham. Here's the pitch. 5-4 right-hander, catcher X, Madden a 4, Bunny Madden 5-4, and it's a pass ball followed by a foul out. So Elberfield went to second on the pass ball by Madden, and the side is retired. After 1, it's scoreless here at Griffith Stadium. And we hope you're enjoying the ball game thus far. Top of the second. Rip Williams will lead it off. Rip Williams. Williams in the batter's box. Here's Groom. The pitch to Williams. 3-12. Walked him. Second walk given up by Groom today. Williams on first, being held 1-7. Here's Steve Yerkes, the shortstop. Madden on deck. Groom from the stretch. 3-3, and he grounds it to first. Henry has it, steps on the bag. Williams goes to second with 1 out. Now Bunny Madden. Lousy fielder, lousy arm. Only had 76 at-bats. We use the exact lineups from Baseball Digest. If they're not on the roster, we use nameless players. Here's Groom now. The pitch to Madden. Whoa! That one really shot out there. 6-3 Madden. Grounds it back to Groom. He's a 2. This could be 1, I'm sorry, 2, 6-2, and he throws him out, and Williams holds. 2 outs. And Eddie Cicotte, the pitcher. The pitch to Cicotte for 4, switch hitter batting left, fly ball center X, Milan is a 1, 10-1, and he makes the play, and the side is retired. No runs, a walk. Left on base, middle of the second, still scoreless here at Griffith Stadium in Washington, D.C. This is the bottom of the second now. Leading it off for Washington will be Warren Miller. His first appearance of the season. Again, he only had 34 at-bats, Warren Miller. But he was in the lineup. Isn't that something? What a card. Okay, Cicotte is ready. Here's the pitch to Miller. 3-5. He struck him out. That's the first for Eddie. Now John Henry. He's the first baseman, and he had ample at-bats. Hit only 203. Here's Cicotte, the pitch to Henry. 1-7, And he walked him. Second walk given up by Eddie Cicotte. He's on first with one out, and here's George McBride. Cicotte from the stretch. The pitch to McBride. 6-10, fly ball right. Getting under that is Hooper, and he makes the catch, 2 away. And now Gabby Street, the catcher. With Groom on deck. Henry on first, 2 down. Pitch to Straight, and he flies it to center field for Tris Speaker, who makes the catch, and the side is out. So again, no runs. He did walk a batter like in the first, Eddie Cicotte did. After 2, it's a scoreless ball game. Leading it off for the Boston Red Sox, top of the order, Larry Gardner. He struck out in the first. Groom on the mound. Ron has arrived. We're glad to see you, Ron. Here's Groom now. The pitch to Gardner. 2-7. And that is a base hit for Gardner, right up the middle. He's an A. 1-10 being held. And Harry Hooper, the batter. Groom throws 2-6, and it's a base hit to right for Hooper. Gardner, 1-14, with Miller a -2 will hold. So it's first and second, nobody out for the great Tris Speaker. Groom in a jam here. Speaker struck out in the first. Groom from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 4-8. And that is a double down the line. It's going to score at least one. Gardner comes home. Hooper goes to third. Will he stretch it home? And that was to center, by the way. I like to say down the line. It's really to center field. Hooper, 1-16. -2, he'll hold with no outs. So it's second and third, 1-0 Boston. Speaker on second. Hooper on third, no outs. And Duffy Lewis is the batter. Lewis, a right-handed hitter. Here's Groom now. Pitch to Lewis. 1-9. And he struck him out. That's the third for Groom. 1 away. And Clyde Engel, the batter. The pitch to Engel. 2-6. Grounds to short, and the runners hold. The infield was back. We have to say so if it's in. That's the default. 2 outs now. And Rip Williams, who might be lucky to get out of this with 1. The pitch to Williams, 2-3. Grounds it to first. Scooped by Henry, and the side is retired. 1 run, though, for the Red Sox on 3 consecutive hits. A single, and then the double by Speaker to bring home Gardner. We're in the middle of the third. It's 1-0 Boston Red Sox. Leading it off for Washington is Bob Groom. Cicotte on the mound. Here's the pitch to Groom. 1-5, struck him out. That's the second for Groom. Clyde Milan is the batter. He grounded to second. 2-6, and that is a line drive to second caught by Gardner. 2 outs. And Jack Levlevelt comes up. He flew to center in the first. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the pitch from Cicotte. That's 6-11, left-handed, flies to right X. Hooper a 1. 21, re-roll. 8-1, and he makes the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 for Cicotte. He is not allowed to hit in the first 3 innings. It's 1-0 after 3. So we're in the top of the 4th, and Steve Yurkis will lead it off. He grounded to first in the second. Groom on the mound. Here's the pitch to Yurkis. 3-5. He struck him out. That's the 4th strikeout for Groom. And now Bunny Madden, who grounded back to Groom in the second. Groom into his windup, and here's the pitch to Madden. 2-9. Struck him out. That's the 5th for Groom. And the pitcher Eddie Cicotte, a 2 WS, batting left-handed against Groom. Here's the pitch. 2-10. He struck him out. He struck out the side. Bob Groom strikes out the side here in the top of the 4th. In the middle of the 4th, it's still 1-0 Boston. Well, here's Eddie Cicotte. He is not allowed to hit. He's throwing shutout baseball. Kid Elberfeld will lead it off. And let me refresh my coffee. Of rescheduling broadcasts. For example, I very rarely, if ever, postpone one, but I do move them up when I get in the mood. So I had this one scheduled for tomorrow morning. I woke up from the semblance of a nap and said I need to play this ball game. And so here we are. I gave 30 minutes notice. If you subscribe, I think you get alerts. Okay, Elberfield leading it off against Eddie Cicotte here, bottom of the fourth. Senators trail by 1. Here's Cicotte, the windup. Here the pitch. 1-5, he walked him. Third walk given up by Eddie. Elberfield is on. And Bill Cunningham, the batter. Here's Cicotte from the stretch. The pitch to Cunningham. That's 5-8, and that's going to be a base hit right up the middle for Cunningham. Elberfield goes to third and holds. There goes the no-hitter. Broken up here in the fourth. First and third, no outs. Warren Miller, the batter. Infield is back. They'll concede a run. Here's the pitch to Miller. 1-7, fly ball center. This one looks deep enough for Elberfeld to tag, and he does. It's a tie ball game. Cunningham holds. It's 1-1 game. So Miller actually gets a run batted in there. He had none in real world. Again, he only had 34 at-bats. Here's John Henry now, 1 out and Cunningham on first. Double play situation. From the stretch, Cicotte. And the pitch, 2-11. And he pops it up behind the plate, Henry. And Bunny Madden makes the catch. It's 2 outs. For George McBride. Pitch from Cicotte. 4-7. Struck him out. That's the third by Eddie. Side retired. 1 run, though. On a walk, a single, a sacrifice fly. And 1 left on after 4. It's a tie ball game. Again, this is the second of a 3. Boston won the first one 8-1. It's April 13, 1911. Last scheduled game for this date. We'll move on to the 14th after this. Top of the 5th, and Larry Gardner will lead it off. He is a left-handed hitter. Struck out, singled, and scored. Groom is ready. Here's the windup. Pitch to Gardner. 6-6. Struck him out. That's 4 in a row for Groom. 1 down. And Harry Hooper, the batter, 2 for 2. 2 singles left on each time. Here's Groom now into his windup. Here's the pitch to Hooper. 4-11. Base hit to right. His 3rd single of the ball game. Harry Hooper on first. 1-7. 1-10, I'm sorry, being held. Here's Tris Speaker. Struck out and doubled home the run that Boston scored in the 3rd. It's Hooper on first, 1 down. The pitch from Groom, 1-6, and it's a base hit. Hooper goes to 3rd. So the Red Sox threatening again here. First and 3rd, 1 out for Duffy Lewis. Infield back for the double play. Lewis walked and struck out. That's chopped foul to the left side in the infield against Duffy Lewis. Okay, Groom is ready. Here's the pitch now. 5-9. And he grounds it to short. This could be 2. McBride is a 1. 10-1. Oh, he turns the double play. And the side is out. Beautiful play by McBride. No runs in the top of the 5th. 2 singles, 1 left on after the double play. We're in the middle of the 5th. It's a 1-1 ball game here in the nation's capital. Remember, the Red Sox are about a 500 ball club. The Senators are poor. They came in second to last, 7th in this 8-team league. Of course, they do have Walter Johnson. And we look forward to him starting the next game. I guess he missed the train. And/or I don't know why. Here's Johnson's card, by the way. His basic card, at least. Oh, I'm so sorry. Gabby Street will lead it off here. In the bottom of the 5th, it's a 1-1 ball game. Okay, Ed Cicotte is ready. Here's the pitch to Street. That's 6-7 right-hander. Grounds it to second. Gardner a 3. 4-3. He makes the play. 1 away. And Bob Groom, the pitcher, comes up. He struck out in the 3rd. Here's Cicotte now. The wind-up, the pitch to Groom. 6-2 right-hander, fly to right. Or is that left? That's left. And Lewis makes the catch, 2 outs. That is so hard to read sometimes. 2 down. And here's Clyde Milan. 0 for 2 today. And the pitch from Cicotte, 3-4. And that's hit well to right. Going back is Hooper. And at the way back there, he makes the catch. They had no warning track back then, I don't think. They had no fence. Most of these places, I think. Even the Polo Grounds this year did not yet have a fence. So in a way, all home runs were inside the park home runs. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Eddie Cicotte. We've gone 5. It's a 1-1 game. Here comes Groom now. His endurance is 8, and Eddie Cicotte's endurance is 8. These people had rubber arms. Clyde Engel leads it off for Boston. Here's Groom. The pitch to Engel. 3-6. Pops it up to short. McBride makes the catch. That's 1 away. McBride is very good at short. Here's Rip Williams, 1 out, no one on. And the pitch to Rip Williams. 6-7. And that is a line out to short, caught by McBride. 2 outs. Nice catch by McBride. 2 in a row to him. And now Stephen Yerkes. 0 for 2. Groom winds and deals. 4-7. Grounds it to short. Again, it's McBride. Throws to Henry. 1-2-3 for Groom. We're in the middle of the 6th. It's a 1-1 game. This is a real dead ball type game. Here's Eddie Cicotte. Jack Levlevelt. 0 for 2. Flew to center, flew to right. Cicotte into his windup. And the pitch for 6. Walked him. That's the 4th walk given up by Eddie today. Level led on first. Here's Kid Elberfeld. He walked twice. Whoop. The infield is in for the bunt. Here's the pitch to Elberfeld. Whoa, he does lay it down. And oh my, it's going to be a 10B. I don't think that's going to work, no. It's hit back to Cicotte, who forces Levelet at second. So it's 1 out and Elberfeld is on first. Here's Cunningham. 1 for 2. 3-9. Struck him out. That's the 4th for Eddie Cicotte today. And now Warren Miller. He had the sacrifice fly to knock in the only run for the Senators today. It's 2 outs. Elberfeld on on first. Cicotte, the pitch to Miller. That's 3-8. And he grounds it to first to retire the side. No runs, no hits, a walk. 1 left. After 6, it's 1-1. We'll do the top of the 7th. We'll do a quick bio and a break of about 5 minutes. Bunny McFadden leads it off for the Bo Sox. He's 0 for 2. Here's Groom now. And the pitch, 3-12, flies to left. Levelet makes the catch. No, I have not, sir. She was at our game this morning, thank goodness. So she's fine, she says. This one I rescheduled with only a half-hour notice. So we trust she's fine. Thanks for asking. It's 1 out, nobody on. Cicotte at the plate. And the pitch. 4-11. Switch hitter batting left. It's a base hit to right for Eddie. Eddie, the tying run on first for Larry Gardner. Singled and scored, struck out twice, Gardner. Here's Groom. And the pitch. That's 4-8 left-handed, and that's hit into the gap. It's rolling. That's going to be a double for Gardner. Cicotte rounding third, 1-10, center field, 1-8. He'll hold with 1 out. Second and third, 1 out. And Harry Hooper is the batter. The infield is in. Here's the pitch to Hooper. 1-7, walked him. I was thinking of doing it anyway to set up a double. Hooper was 3 for 3 with 3 singles. He walks now. He's on first, Gardner on second, Cicotte on third, 1 down for the great one, Tris Speaker. Infield back. Speaker 2 for 3. Here's the pitch from Groom. 5-8. Grounds it to second, double play. Oh, turned over by Cunningham. Oh, that was pretty. That was very, very pretty. The side is retired. No runs. 2 hits, a walk, and 2 left on. And we're in the middle of the 7th. It's a 1-1 ball game. Eddie Cicotte comes out to pitch the bottom of the 7th. We're going to take a break. And at this point, we're going to just talk briefly, and I mean briefly, about Ed Cicotte. What a tragic life. His nickname was Knuckles, a right-handed pitcher. Best known for his time with the Chicago White Sox. He was one of 8 players permanently banned from baseball for his alleged participation in the Black Sox scandal of 1919. He was a knuckleball specialist. His lifetime record, 208 and 149. He was born in the Detroit area. After being banned, he returned to Michigan, managed a service station. Then he worked for the Ford Motor Company, where he retired in 1944. He lived to the age of 84 years old. His grandnephew, Al Cicotte, later played in Major League Baseball. He made his debut in 1957. He only played for about 4 or 5 years. He died in 1982 at the age of 52. Eddie Cicotte. And he'll be pitching the bottom of the 7th with the score still tied 1-1. And it was bases loaded, 1 out there for Boston, but Groom got Tris Speaker to ground into an inning-ending double play. When we come back, it'll be Henry, McBride, and Street for the Senators facing Ed Cicotte. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. We'll be back in about 3 to 5 minutes. It's a very close ball game here at Griffith Stadium. It's 1-1 tie. And Ed Cicotte on the mound pitching to the Senators, bottom of the 7th. I'm going to refresh my coffee and we'll get going. Leading it off for the Senators is John Henry. He walked and popped to the catcher. John Henry leading it off. Cicotte is ready. Here's the windup. The pitch to Henry. 2-7. He struck him out. And that's the 5th for Eddie Cicotte. Now George McBride. I turn those over because I'm still very getting familiar with this 1911 season. McBride has made some pretty plays at shortstop today. He's 0 for 2. Here's Cicotte, and the pitch to McBride. That's 3-7, and he flies it to left, but Lewis is under it, 2 away. And Gabby Street, the catcher. Cicotte is ready. Here's the pitch. 2-8. And he grounds it to third base for Engel. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Cicotte. And we've gone 7. It's still 1-1. This is a real dead ball type ball game. Groom takes the mound. This will be his endurance inning. His first endurance inning, if you will. And Duffy Lewis leads it off. Walked, struck out, grounded into a double. Okay, Groom. The windup, the pitch to Lewis. That's 2-8. And he flies it to left field, and Levlevelt makes the catch. Levlevet. Some of them are a little harder than others. It's Velt. Yeah, Velt, sure. Clyde Engel, the batter, 0 for 3 today. 1 out, nobody on. Groom winds and the pitch. Whoa! Look where that one landed. That landed on the floor. I don't know if you see it. There it is. House rules. It counts. If it lands upright, it counts. Was that a 2? I don't know if I got that right. Was that a 2? I'll wait. Ron, was that a 2 you saw? Otherwise, I'm going to re-roll it without looking. Well, since I stupidly forgot what it is, I will re-roll that one die. Oh, it was a 6. Okay, thank you, sir. See how helpful that is. So that's going to be a 1-7 on Engel, and he walked him. Engel on first with 1 out, and Rip Williams is the batter. Engel is the go-ahead run on first. He's a B, 1 to 10, 1 to 7 being held. Here's Williams. Here's the pitch from Groom. That's a re-roll. You see how that thing ended on its side? It's not flat. I don't know if you can see that. You don't even look. You just re-roll the whole thing. 4-7 right-hander, grounds to short, double play, McBride again. Turning the double this time. He made some pretty plays out there at short. His second double play turned. And the side is out. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 1-1 ball game. Cicotte also in his endurance inning. Groom will lead it off, believe it or not. Here's Cicotte now. The pitch to Groom, 1-8, struck him out. That's the 6th for Eddie Cicotte. Now Clyde Milan, 0 for 3 today. Two 7 walked him, and he's a double A. 1 to 15, 1 to 18. Lord help us. Look at that, 58 stolen. He's a 1 to 18 to steal. With the +3 Madden, Bunny Madden. Very vulnerable there. Jack Lelevelt. Here's Cicotte, and there goes Milan. Whoa, and he's safe. Milan steals second. He's in scoring position for Lelevelt. Lelevelt with a chance here, 0 for 2, walked. Cicotte from the stretch, and the pitch to Lelevelt. 3-6, grounds it to second, and Gardner has it. Milan holds, so it's up to Elberfeld. Kid Elberfeld walked twice, scored once, reached on a force. 2 outs, Milan on second. Here's the pitch. 1-9, and he hit him. First and second now for Bill Cunningham. 1 for 3 today. Here's Cicotte. And the pitch. 2-7. Struck him out for number 7 for Eddie Cicotte. And the side is retired. We've gone 8. It's still 1-1 ball game. Top of the 9th. This is Groom's second endurance inning. Steve Yurkis will lead it off. Here's Groom now. 2-7. He walked him. Yurkis on first to lead it off, and Bunny Madden is the hitter. Cicotte on deck. Here's the pitch to Groom. 4-8, and that is a drive hit out. It's a base hit. Yurkis goes to third. First and third, nobody out. One more. Groom is fatigued. With Eddie Cicotte coming up, believe it or not. Groom. There's action in the Senators' bullpen. Fred Sherry is warming up. Fred Sherry, used primarily in relief for the Senators. Fred Sherry, and he is a right-hander. He's warming. And Cicotte steps into the batter's box. Isn't that peculiar? The infield is in. Here's the pitch to Cicotte. 5'8", switch hitter, batting left. Grounds it to second, infield in. On the A. And Cicotte is thrown out. Madden goes to second. Yerkes holds. So that's about as good a play as you can make for Eddie Cicotte. And here comes Gardner, 2 for 4 today. A fly ball could put the Sox ahead. Very peculiar strategy to let Cicotte hit. But it may pay off. Here's Groom. The pitch to Gardner. By the way, the infield is in. 4-6. And that is a line out to second, caught by Cunningham. 2 outs. And it's up to Harry Hooper. 3 for 3 on a walk. Here's Groom. And the pitch, 2-9. And there it goes. Right into the gap. A double for Hooper, and 2 runs come in. So it did pay off. Groom is knocked out of the box. Reaching fatigue. And Fred Sherry will be the new pitcher. A 2-out double by Hooper to put the Sox ahead. Green pitched 8 2/3. Ran out of elephant juice here at the end. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 hits. He walked 5. Struck out 7 in the first 5 innings, none after that. He's allowed 3 runs. He's responsible for Hooper on second base with 2 outs, and Fred Sherry is the new pitcher. He's a right-hander, and the great Tris Speaker will lead it off. Will come up to bat, I'm sorry. Speaker 2 for 4 today. He knocked in the first run. Okay, Sherry is ready. Here's the pitch to Speaker. 6-9, left-handed, walked him. First and second with 2 outs. Now Duffy Lewis. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th for the Senators, Miller, Henry, and McBride. Combined 0 for 7 today. Miller did knock in a run with a sacrifice fly, and Henry did walk. Sherry, the pitch to Lewis. 4-6, and there it is. It's a base hit, and Hooper scores. Speaker goes to third. That run will be charged to Groom. It's 4-1. So that'll be 4 runs for Groom. I want to say Green. It's first and third, 2 outs. Sherry has allowed a walk and a base hit. Here's Clyde Engel now. Anything else, he's responsible. The pitch from Sherry. 3-7, it's a base hit. And Speaker comes home. Lewis to third, it's a merry-go-round. 4 runs for the Red Sox in the top of the ninth. It's 5-1 now. And Rip Williams the batter. Sherry trying to get out of this. That's 2-5, and he struck him out. But 4 runs for the Bo Sox here in the top of the ninth. And we're heading to the bottom of the ninth. And here's Ed Cicotte going for the win. A cinch for the MVP, even though Hooper may be. I don't see Mr. Perota. Leading it off is Warren Miller. Here's Cicotte now. And the pitch. 5-10 left-hander, fly ball center, Speaker, 1 out. Now John Henry. Henry 0 for 2 with a walk. Cicotte, the pitch. 4-6, and that's a ground ball to third. Scooped by Engel, it's 2 outs. You realize I just noticed that Ed Cicotte is pitching a 1-hitter. Ha ha ha! A 1-hit game for Ed Cicotte. He did allow a run. It's all up to George McBride. A 1-hit game. Cicotte into his windup and the pitch to McBride. 3-5, struck him out, and the ball game is over. And that's 8 for Cicotte. The final score, Red Sox 5, Senators 1. The win goes to Eddie Cicotte, and he is the most valuable player or the star of the game. He pitched 9, complete game win, allowed 1 hit. He walked 5, struck out 8, and allowed only 1 run. The loss goes to Groom. Sherry pitched 1/3, 2 hits, a walk, a strikeout, and 1 run. The final line, Red Sox 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Senators 1 run, 1 hit, and no errors. That's the ball game. We hope you enjoyed it. Eddie Cicotte, the star of the game. It was a great game, Ron. And I didn't even realize that Eddie had a 1-hitter. Lord, he did allow 5 walks, but really was poised throughout. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:15 a.m. Eastern U.S. time. Back to the 1969 replay, where it will be the Oakland Athletics with Dobson at the New York Yankees Stoudemire, dated August 9, 1969. Again, that's tomorrow, June 1, at 8:15 a.m. We'll see you then. Stay strong, everybody.